But yeah, like I said, I feel like a lot of that stuff was running rampant through Motown. You know, with success and high energy and all that other stuff. If y'all understand the sciences, just kind of feel where I be coming at with my videos. But a lot of just weird stuff going on, man. And I believe this little boy had and got trapped up into it with a whole bunch of talent. You know what I mean? You got these big gawky people. That's why I believe came 79. Mike was grown. I could do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Mike was starting to find himself and who he was. Mike spent a lot of time in Studio 54. He spent a lot of time with the people snorting coke, and you know what I'm saying? He was a disco person. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them disco people. This shit, man, first album called Off the Wall. You feel me? It just, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, Catherine still being his handler and making his move, I felt like she didn't approve of that. And it didn't come as, even though the moonwalking stuff was very legendary and shit, I don't think it hit like Catherine wanted it to hit. And you know what I'm saying, at this time, Catherine probably felt like Joe, as they manager, can do all that they can do. And at this time, Catherine moved up, and I guess the little Jewish lodge or whatever, however you put it, some little secret society or whatever, she moved up. Because, like I say, after these boys' career dwindled, and, you know, Mike, he ain't really know where to take his career as far, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to live, but they wouldn't let him live. And another thing I believe happened in 79, Diana Ross got married. And I think that, like, fucked his whole head up. That's why I believe the first time he had done brung the little boy out in the show, the little black little boy, I believe that was like a subliminal message to Diana Ross, because Mike loved Diana Ross. Probably the only woman he ever wanted to be with. But I believe that was a subliminal message to Diana Ross to let her know, hey man, I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe she probably tried to steer that boy clear of all that stuff that was going on, even though it was happening. But I believe that was a subliminal shot to let her know, hey, I'm doing this since you got married on me and stuff like that, though. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Mike, he hung around a lot of weird people. But through all those weird people, you got Quincy Jones, which was crazy because his mother knew Quincy Jones more than Mike knew Quincy Jones at first. So I believe they hooked them up. And I believe she got this through like her Jewish connections, because like I say, Joe didn't fund the Jackson tour y'all seen at the end with Mike with the Pepsi and all that shit that happened, you know what I'm saying? I believe that was Catherine. You know what I'm saying? It's part of a ritual and hierarchy just moving up. At these time, man, people had not sold 280 million albums. And guess what? Everybody stopped listening to them. So they needed something new. So she seen the up and coming producer, Quincy Jones, decided to put Mike together. And what y'all gotta understand, Mike, teenager, she did not like Mike. She thought Mike was gay. She thought Mike was a faggot. And you know what I'm saying? You hear LaToya tell a lot of this stuff. She bring it out in a lot of them CBS morning interviews and all this other stuff. I mean, and then try to turn around and save face, because you got to build the institution. You got to understand this institution, the Jackson family, was built on this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep that money coming in. But yeah, back to what I was saying though. So Mike, he wanted to be a solo artist, of course. You know what I'm saying? But his mama wouldn't let him unless you do one more thing with your brothers. This is where I think Mike just got pissed off with everybody and said, fuck everybody. I'm going to do me. Because he took the success of Off the Wall, you know what I'm saying? And it was okay. It was mediocre. It wasn't no thriller. It wasn't thrilling until Moms hooked him up with Quincy. When Moms hooked him up with Quincy, they spent days and nights in the studio, all kind of et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? But me, think it's a whole ritual. Like I say, with Catherine moving up and her little thing that she's in, either I would call it the Eastern Star Order thing, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, so much satanic shit was going on, but yet this lady is looked at like wholly fulfilled, and she's the monarch of the music and all this other stuff. So I just putting this record straight. But long story short, they got hooked up, and she had a lot of influence on the Thriller album. You go back and look at the Thriller album. Mike dedicates a lot of the help and all that other stuff to Catherine Jackson's, you know what I'm saying, including his one of his biggest hit, Billie Jean. Billie Jean's Not My Love, I think is that one. But you got to look at it. A lot of these themes are 30, the like the 1940, 50 kind of mode. You know what I'm saying? Late night theme and all this other stuff. This is where I believe she told Mike the big secret. You know what I'm saying? As far as like Joe's not your dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she told. I think she told that her dad was her granddad. You know what I'm saying? That Papa Scrooge was his dad. I felt like she might have told him that. Cause like I say, off the wall, Mike was acting out. You know what I'm saying? And he needed some lead. You know what I'm saying? He needed somebody to lead him. You know what I'm saying? Young dude, coke died and all that kind of crazy stuff, party, yada. And cause Disco was leaving, so Mike was gonna kill his career before it even started. But yeah, they went and made the classic Thriller. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them songs was dedicated to her. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can give a concept of a song, you have to get no lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And I think she was slowly revealing to Mike how, you know what I'm saying, everything was happening in Gary, Indiana. As far as before he was born and her teenage years and what was the problems going on through the house. But yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying, like with Dirty Diana and just songs like that, I believe the woman that he's talking about is her. And the dude that Mike is playing is the mystery man, the father, or whoever Catherine was in love with, because she wasn't in love with Joe. But I believe the Thriller album was based off of that. So with the success of the Thriller album, Mike moves up and he wants no part of his mom the next album. You understand? But she has a heavy influence. So Mike makes a whole bunch, like, this is where I get the little pedophile shit from. He went to making a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand, them Catholic preachers and all that other shit, they be touching them kids and shit and then act like nothing ain't going on or shit like that though. They promote this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's what Mike was doing with the album We Love the World and all that shit. Why would you just bust out and start talking about children? You understand? It's like you trying to hide something, trying to make somebody seem like, you know what I'm saying? And I believe one of the biggest tools is the word love. You understand? It's a frequency that just, you know what I'm saying, can't be fucked with. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that's what they use to balance everything out, to hide everything. But LaToya revealed a lot of this stuff, man. Because at the time, Mike, like I said, he was spending more time with kids. You don't spend 3 and 4 days with kids, man. Regardless of who you is. And the parents, you're not supposed to let them do that. So, you know what I mean? That's what makes me most skeptic about it. People say he touch up or whatever. They got their own belief, but it's just my opinion. Like I said, I believe he touched a lot of children. You know what I'm saying? I believe he touched a lot of children. But at the same time, like I said, I think he was trying to get away from his mother and the handlership of his mother. And I think he was disappointed in how the album wasn't bigger than Thriller. And I believe his mom had something to do with that. But yeah, I believe she had the biggest influence, like on the tour, the movie, because of the CBS Jewish channel that CIA ran. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I say, she worth $50 million, and Joe ain't worth nothing but $300,000. You know what I'm saying? So she got the bulk of what money? Because it wasn't Michael money. You understand? Michael ain't leave her nothing but them 3 kids she wanted. Because Mike ain't want no kids. He ain't want to be forced into all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Catherine the one who sit up there and made Reba get married and stuff when she find out she had then got pregnant. Shit, that might have been Joe kid too. But long story short, she the one who arranged all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Got Jermaine them getting married and all that kind of crazy shit. And Jermaine ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole time he was hating. Because I believe he knew about all this stuff and felt like he was supposed to be the chosen one. But, yeah, during that Thriller album, like I say, this time LaToya was becoming her own little star. She basically saved the Jackson 5 when they all brung them all out.